You are on live to GTV Africa right from our studio in Abuja. Hey, I'm Bemiga Olamikon. Today, I have someone in the house. It's not just in the house, it's not just that it's in the studio. It's because of the interview that was carried out at a sister station and one of our big station, TVC. Let me precisely mention name. At TVC, the interview that was done with David Odeyin. David Odeyin alleged that Yakubu Musa, who is known to be the one training people, creating training center or cell for terrorism, was found, discovered in the villa, taking photograph with President Muhammadu Buhari, and that shows that he knows something about it. Not only that, he made mention of Issa Pantami, a current minister in the federal cabinet. Well, I have in the house to talk about it, to find out, because he claims to be the president of Northern Consensus Movement, and that is why I have to look for him to come around and let me find out from him his view about what was said, since the president comes from the north and others also from the north. I know you'll be wondering, which program am I referring to? I'm referring to the program Let's Talk Your View, a program on TVC where David Odeyin was interviewed. In the house, join me to welcome Comrade Awa.
Thank you very much, and then I'm happy to be here. It's good to be here, and your station has been very educative. It has been entertaining, and then I think you try to bring out critical issues, and then as well as try to balance stories as they fly. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. But I would love you to mention exactly who you are. Who are you?
Well, my name is Comrade Awal Abdullahi Aliyu, the president of Northern Consensus Movement. And the Northern Consensus Movement is an amalgamation of community-based, socio-cultural, and economically inclined northern organization, numbering about 115 now, and the number is still growing. These 115 organizations are registered and certificated organizations with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. So for you to be a member of the Northern Consensus Movement or to be affiliated to the Northern Consensus Movement, you have to be properly registered and certificated because we coordinate our activities, as well as we try as much as we can to do to work with people that are genuine, and then also people that are patriotic enough, people that love Nigeria, that wants Nigeria to grow. To be precise, people that love North and love Northerners and wants to see the Northern Nigeria grow, people that are willing to contribute in whatever way to ensure that North is peaceful, North is economically vibrant, the educational system of Northern Nigeria is upgraded, the health system of Northern Nigeria is upgraded, the road networks is upgraded, the connectivity between tribes and religion in North is harmonious, is peaceful, and then there's peace, unity, there's reconciliation among tribes, religion, and ethnicity within the North. So ours is more like a pressure organization that try to make sure that things are done the way they are supposed to be done within the context of the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But our major interest is the North and Northerners, as well as Northern development in whatever way possible. We believe in Nigeria, we are Nigerians, and we believe Nigeria will continue to exist as
Do
one
you
nation.
think you have capacity to respond to what David Odein says?
Oh, yes.
What gives you power or the energy that you think if you speak on it, you are still in line?
Well, 3 things gave me that audacity to come and speak to you on this very issue. Number one is I have served in the armed forces, so I have certain level of knowledge on security. That is number one. Number two, like I said, I am the president of Northern Consensus Movement, and I have just informed you of the number of organizations under the Northern Consensus Movement and how it is being run. And anything that touch North or any Northerner, it is not because President Muhammad Buhari is the president, but because a Northerner is being touched, and it is an allegation that, as far as we are concerned, is unfounded, false, is malicious, and the rest of it. So that was why I'm here. And I think with this, and then the third one is I am a Northerner, and I have every right to speak on behalf of North and anybody that is coming from the North. Not to talk of somebody coming from nowhere and then making malicious allegations against the person of Muhammad Buhari, who is known to be upright, who is known to be honest, who is known to be patriotic, someone that has fought civil war, has given his life just to make or rather for Nigeria to continue to exist as a nation, and someone who has no knowledge of even how Nigeria is being run, that is not even in Nigeria, is making allegations outside Nigeria and trying to tarnish the image of the good people, patriotic Nigerians, and by extension, the leadership of Nigeria as of today. So I have every right.
Okay.
And that's why I'm here.
David Odein made allegations
Yeah.
that Yakubu Musa was alleged to have been training people, creating terror cells in the part of the North, especially in Nigeria. And it was discovered in the North. Okay, let's listen to the interview so that we'll be at the same par.
Okay.
Thanks for staying with us. So a book, #Conflicts for Jihad, written by investigative journalist David Odein, is trending on social media. He appears to have broken new ground in this direction while throwing greater light on how this dreaded terrorist organization came to Nigeria. Now, join us on the show to shed more light on this is the investigative journalist himself, Mr. David Odein. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
What do you hope to achieve with this? Because we understand the facts that are out. Obviously, it's incriminating to certain organizations, certain people and personalities. What do you hope to achieve, especially with the governments, which many have argued may be somewhat sympathetic to some of these people? So what do you hope to achieve with this article?
Not somewhat sympathetic, it is absolutely sympathetic. There's a picture in the article of the president meeting with Yakubu Musa Katsina, who the Nigerian government itself identified as somebody who set up Taliban training camps across Nigeria and who set up terror cells in Kano and Katsina. Was arrested for it and never faced justice for doing that. And you have the president broadly smiling with him inside the Federal Executive Council chamber. So I think that says it all. What the purpose of this article, as I said, was twofold. First of all, to properly contextualize the development of terror in Nigeria, to dispel the notion that terror in Nigeria started with a guy called Mohammed Yusuf, because that is not true. And if you start the story from the middle, then you don't know what is going on. You can't fight something without knowing what it is. Right? So that was the number one thing, to contextualize and to give people the information they need to know who exactly their enemy is. That this Hydra, this state within a state, known as the Zala movement or the Zala society, that they exist. And this is who they are. This is what their activities have led to. That's the number one aim. The secondary goal was to point out that the current administration is flooded with these elements. So you have your Issa Pantamis, the president himself, constantly and proudly associating with people who are known to be terrorists, who the Nigerian government itself has identified in the past as terrorists and as terrorism financiers. So essentially that this, when we talk about terrorism financing or people being sympathetic to Boko Haram. People should understand how high up this thing goes, as this
Right.
thing goes all the way to the top.
Where you've just listened to what was alleged by David and the other my colleagues from TVC from the interview. Now, Mr. President Awa or Comrade Awa, easily let me use that one.
Okay.
Comrade Awa, do you think what David said was right or wrong?
It was absolutely wrong. It was malicious. It is image tarnishing. It is image bashing. It is irresponsible. It is unpatriotic. It is inhuman. It is unethical. It is, in whatever way you want to look at it, it is absolutely wrong.
Are you saying that taking photograph with President Muhammadu Buhari are these ones that you qualify, or which one?
What he said completely, it is an allegation against the person of Muhammadu Buhari. If you listen to that interview very well, what he was saying that the President Muhammadu Buhari is part of terror, is part of the sponsors of terror. He is fully in the picture and is part of what become terrorism in Nigeria today, or to be precise, in northern Nigeria today. How on earth a reasonable thinking person, how on earth can anybody think that somebody like Muhammadu Buhari, even not as a president of Nigeria, even as an individual Muhammadu Buhari, whom have served in the armed forces, rose to the rank of a major general, was a former military head of state, who also has been part of the Nigerian civil war, just to make sure that Nigeria does not disintegrate, to keep Nigeria together, will come and be part of terrorism. Someone that is globally respected, someone that is globally accepted, someone that is globally recognized. In fact, as far as integrity is concerned, not only in Nigeria, but in the entire African continent, Muhammadu Buhari is recognized as the second Mandela of Africa. That you cannot take away from him. He's known to be incorruptible. He is known to be upright. He is known to respect the law and of the federation. He is known to be a disciplinarian. How on earth can anybody try to malign and maliciously want to attach what a crime to such a humble and a respected global leader? Not only in Africa, you know it, I know it, every Nigerian know it, that Muhammadu Buhari is respected today not only in Africa but globally. President of other nations, come to see or greet Muhammadu Buhari in a gathering outside Nigeria or even within Nigeria with respect, with dignity. And he moves with his shoulders high, and he's so humble to have brought himself to the level that he can be reached. Communication and also in leadership. So how can anybody just, for whatever reason, just because he does not like the face of Muhammadu Buhari, or because he does not like the government in power, or because he's not achieving what he wants and will just malign the president with such a malicious and then grievous allegation of being someone that is fighting insecurity with tooth and nail, and is known to be fighting security more than any other president that any other president has done in Nigeria. Let's even narrow it down to from 1999, when the advent of democracy, till today. And you are aligning such a person with such a malicious allegation. It is honestly unfortunate. It is so unpatriotic, so unrealistic, and then it is just unfortunate.
Well, in the interview, Issa Pantami, the current minister, was made mention in that interview. What can you say about Issa Pantami regarding terror?
Well, you see, there's an allegation based on what he said in the past that there was even a call for the Minister of Communication, Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, to be removed from office and what have you. But a lot of people just speak. A lot of people do not see beyond their noses. They only try to see just within their noses, and they listen or watch or view things from others, and without investigating or without the knowledge of what they are saying, and you will find them go ahead and then trying to make issues where there is just no issue. For those who do not know, Dr. Isa Fantami has always been against terrorism in Nigeria. Let me give you a little, go a little backward. Mohammed Yusuf, the actual leader, the spiritual leader of Boko Haram in Nigeria, has always had issues with Isa Fantami, because Isa Fantami has always, addressed him on the issue of the way of his preaching and the way he's putting things together and what he was working at. As at that time, Isa Fantami has done everything possible. He has said it during tafsir. For Muslims, tafsir means when you bring a group of Muslims and you are telling them about the Quran and the hadiths of the Holy Prophet says and things like that. Isa Fantami has always tried to challenge Mohammed Yusuf to his activities, and in times without number that has been done. And Isa Fantami has always been at the forefront of telling Mohammed Yusuf as at that time that what he's doing is wrong and he shouldn't continue with what he's doing. So I wonder how you can marry the two. Someone who has always tried to fight against Islamic extremism, let me use this word, because Mohammed Yusuf as at that time was more like an Islamic extremist before the issue of killing of his members, and then by the police, and then it gradually it got to where we are today. But before then, he was more like an Islamic extremist. And then Fantami has always tried to disagree and then persuade him to change his ways, because all ulamas, all council of there's what we call council of ulamas in Nigeria. So everybody that has gotten to a certain level in Islamic knowledge ordinarily is supposed to be part or a member of the Council of Ulama, where sometimes they come sit together and discuss issues that has to do with religion, where they disagree or agree on pattern of preaching or presentation before the general public, what they think if they say will create disaffection or confusion within followership. That is more like a moderating session. They used to have more like a moderating session where they discuss issues like this. And Fantami has always gone against Mohammed Yusuf. So for those who do not know that, those are the people that were insinuating then that he was part of sponsoring terror. And people like David, who has no knowledge of what is going on, just getting captions of write-ups of individual people, maybe group of people like him, who do not really love this country, who are not even residing in this country, who are trying to, in fact, I see David as an agent of destruction. I see David as an agent of doom. I see David as an agent of is an agent of conspiracy against Nigeria. What David is doing,
evidence for
of course, from what David is saying, it has clearly stated. First, the allegation is making against President Muhammadu Buhari and all others that he has mentioned their name, most especially on the person of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. The allegation is unfounded, like I said, and I see David as someone who, like I said, is being sponsored by foreign enemies of Nigeria, foreign enemies of Nigeria's progress, foreign enemies of Nigeria's development, foreign enemies of Nigeria's peaceful coexistence and unity. He's a paid agent who is trying to instigate violence, religious violence, sectional violence, and also trying to tarnish the image of the president by saying what he's saying, because everybody and any patriotic Nigerian knew very well that Muhammadu Buhari will never be part of terror. This is, like I said earlier, someone that has given his life for this country to be united. And I will also tell you something. From 1999 till today, from the advent of democracy or return of democracy in 1999 till today, there has never been a government or president that is fighting terrorism like President Muhammadu Buhari is fighting terrorism. Now I will give you another example. The equipment that are being purchased under President Muhammadu Buhari to fight terrorism has never been purchased under all other government from 1999 up till 2015. That is number one. Two, the training and retraining, and also the level of recruitment of security personnel has never been so high the way it is under Muhammadu Buhari. During the previous government, it was not like that. Also, check the crops of service chiefs we're having today. The likes of professionally, these guys are professionals, well trained, now professionally accepted and recognized globally, internationally. One, two, they are also core soldiers who believe in Nigeria, who are serving the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the people of Nigeria, the country of Nigeria, not the person of the president. If you take, just to mention names, the like of the chief of in during Operation Lafia Dole, before it was renamed now to Operation Zaman Lafia, he was known to be a patriotic and hardworking and a professional, no-nonsense commander then. Then the likes of Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Amao, who today is one of the best pilots we are having in Nigeria, also goes to the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Awolu Gambo. The same, he was an intelligence officer even before being appointed. He has worked assiduously in connecting and gathering intelligence, most especially in the northeast, in the fight against Boko Haram. Coming back to the present Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, also he was brought from the theater command to be made Chief of Army Staff, and immediately after appointing them, you see have had their work. Now with the present synergy that is going on, you have seen how the level of killing and destruction of the camp and cells of Boko Haram, and then banditry, insurgency, and all what you have. How can a president who have today, in terms of fight against insurgency and Boko Haram and banditry, is being rated the highest than any other president in the history of Nigeria, apart from the period of civil war? How can such person who is killing and destroying bandits, who is killing and destroying members of the Boko Haram, who is fighting crime and criminality at all level and with all means with all force, be aligned with being part of terror? How can I arrange terror, and how can I be part of terror, or be leading terror, or be sponsoring terror, and also be killing terrorists? How possible is that?
Okay, you are saying that President Muhammadu Buhari has no relationship.
He has no relationship whatsoever. He has no connection. He has no reason to be connected. He has no reason to have any relationship with anything that has to do with terrorism, or even crime. He has never been found guilty all through his military career. How can somebody who is an agent of doom, an agent of destruction, is paid agent of destruction, someone that is being paid to create chaos, to instigate violence, possibly by extension even civil war? He's not in Nigeria. Let him come back to Nigeria and make his claims if he has evidence to prove his claims, not relying on mere write-up. Somebody have written to this or somebody have written to that, or quoting certain section of write-up of a certain organization. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. Pantami,
yeah.
What can you say? Are you saying that it has no relationship with the allegation leveled against him?
Has he been able to bring out any fact that connect Fantami with terrorism or terror in Nigeria? I've just cited the beginning of, let's say, terror. Let's bring it down, narrow it down to Boko Haram. That is where people like him are trying to allege that the likes of Fantami and the president are like. How connected? Where is the connectivity? I just gave you a highlight of how Fantami has fought Mohammed Yusuf to stop Islamic extremism. Fantami fought Mohammed Yusuf, and it is known. For those who don't know, they should now know that this is what has been happening up till the time Mohammed Yusuf died. And also not too long ago, if we recall, the Boko Haram members even threatened to kill Fantami wherever they see him, just because he has been outspoken, he has been vocal, he has always tried to tell them what they are doing is not right, what they are doing is wrong. So how can you connect the two? Like I said, David is an agent of doom. He is a paid agent by foreign Nigerian enemies who do not want to see Nigeria's peace and peaceful coexistence, who do not want to see Nigeria's development, who are the enemies of the continuity of Nigeria. Who the likes of David are so many within this country that are silently moving. God has just exposed him. That was why he was saying what he's saying, and God will continue to expose him. Well, Nigeria is one nation with one destiny under God, and the likes of David in particular, and all the agents. I'm sure if you get him, you'll be able to mention other agents like him that are paid to come and do things like that.
Well,
they will put to shame.
I don't know whether he was paid or not.
I am telling you, because from his way, from his actions, I mean, why let him come back to Nigeria and come and make these allegations? Why is he making them outside? Why is he running outside Nigeria? Come back to Nigeria, come and make these allegations, but you should come with fact, not just based on, like I say, write-ups of somebody, one person or two people.
Well, that is that. You are on to GTV Africa, live from our studio, and I'm having President of Northern Consensus Movement in the house, Amgemiga Olamikon. I won't allow him to go without finding out from the recent event that was carried out, where groups and various organs of Fulanis were gathered together to talk about ways to find lasting solution to the allegations that some were calling for the group or the tribe to be tagged terror group. President Awa, what is your position with the Fulanis?
Well,
and are they the criminals that are killing people?
Well, thank you very much. That is a brilliant question, and then I will respond as such. First, not only Fulani, all tribes. We have approximately 250 tribes or even more in Nigeria. And there is no tribe in Nigeria that is not having one criminal or the other, or that have not committed one crime or the other. That is not to say that I am supporting crime or criminality. No, I'm not. If you see the meeting that was just held, I convened that meeting and then invited all Fulani leaders, most especially the traditional leaders that are known to be the Ardos. When you hear Ardo in Fulani, it means it's just like a king, if you want to use it for the general understanding. It's just like a king. So those Ardos mostly knows their traditional leaders. They know every Fulani man within their community. They know the attitude and behavior of every Fulani man within their community. They can tell you this is a good person, that is a bad person. The essence of inviting them to come for this meeting, not only them, there are Fulani organizations, and these Fulani organizations are registered with Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, and we decide, and they are affiliated to us. So we invited the leadership, selected leadership of these organizations, and then we also invited the Ardos across, and then those that are not even the Ardos, but they are opinion molders or opinion leaders, or some vocal people among various Fulani communities across the 19 northern states of Nigeria, for the purpose of coming to sit and discuss. First, we want to find out, like you rightly said, are the Fulanis criminals? Are the Fulanis involved in crime and criminality? Why, if they are, why are they involved in crime and criminality? Then how, if they are involved, how can they stop being part of crime and criminality? Then to also make them understand that so far there is ethnic profiling. The Fulani community or the Fulani tribe in Nigeria, who have over 40 million, who are today the single largest tribe in Nigeria, because if Nigeria were 240 million and we approximately have 250 tribes in Nigeria, and only one tribe of Fulani are having over 40 million people as Fulanis, that makes them the single largest tribe in Nigeria. And then they are already ethnic profiling of the Fulanis to be as criminals. So we brought them and said, look, we need peace. Nigeria need peace. Northern Nigeria need peace. What do we do to bring peace? This is a contribution of the Northern Consensus Movement to northern and national security. What we're trying to do is to talk to them, to hear from them. What are their problems? Why are they having those problems? How can those problems be solved? all after that, we cannot solve the problem. But we are trying to assist in trying to get out some of these things. Then we will now write officially to the government and inform the government this is what is happening.
What were the conclusions of the meeting?
Well, the conclusions of the meeting, like a lot of people will know or will know soon, is that first, all the representatives from 19 northern states, the ROs were there, and then they brought